And good morning, people. Welcome back to Might and Magic 10 Legacy. Last time we finished up with the Fortress of Crows, and with nothing else really to do right now, we went and had a conversation with John Morgan regarding the situation here in Carfell and Dunstan. He's having a bit of trouble on his end with one of the Dukes of the Empire, and we've been charged with finding out who Dunstan is. What is his significance in this coup that Carfell has done? I went to the shops just to clear out a couple of things. Did I go? No, I didn't clear out anything. I just checked what was there, and I found these. Arcane Warding Dragon Boots of the Spearman. 10 to all resistances and 5 to the spear. I did get these vitality boots for Ray. However, I think I'm going to swap out. She's still got plenty of health, really. And having that amount of damage isn't really a bad thing. What, 35 levels of the spear now, and 37 levels of the spear, and at 5% each. Yeah, what, that's almost 200% damage. Yeah, almost 200% additional damage with my spear. Not a small amount. As for these boots, I don't want to lose them, and I think I'm actually going to put them onto Iris. She does lose 30 mana. However, her mana situation really isn't that problematic. She gets the most out of vitality anyway, so she's gaining, what, 21? Why are you getting 21, not 20? Oh, endurance. Endurance expert, that's why. So she gets the most out of every point of vitality, and this mana, I'm only really using it for Burning Determination. She does use it for her healing when I'm there using it. However, right now I'm not thinking I need it for Burning Determination at the moment. I can't think of anything coming up in battles that is actually going to be paralyzing, sleeping, or stunning me. So having health instead of mana isn't too bad of a trade-off right now. Anyways, back to what we're doing, which is finding out about Dunstan. We've got a couple of choices. We've got the inn, where we found out about Hamza, but we've also got Hamza himself that might have some information about him. So let's go and talk to him first, since he's a bit closer.
But I don't think the gentlemen hiding in the dark corners are our friends.
You do have some gossip about him? But it's pretty much what we've already seen. Used to hang out in a tavern all the time. Can't remember which one though. He is a native of Carfell, so a tavern here. So my first inclination about the tavern is likely correct. So let's head down there and chat to the locals. I wonder if Dunstan knew Owen, since, well, they are both from Carfal. Ah, and you do have something about the quest for Dunstan, so let's talk to you.
Yes! Oh, don't we have better things to do?
You remember a raider named Dunstan 12 years ago? Part of Shiva's group, they were young, ambitious and fearless. No mountain was too high, no treasure was out of reach. At least that's what they thought. Don't know what happened, but eventually they went after something that was too big and too dangerous. Only Shiva and Dunstan made it out alive. They went their separate ways, and you never saw Dunstan again. Hurley's still around though. Shiva stops by once in a while, and she still has that spirit of adventure. We've already met Shiva, she's the Air Grandmaster. So, looks like she's going to be our next stop. But Dunstan is still around, he's still in Carfal, but Arkell hasn't actually seen Dunstan, so he hasn't been frequenting this inn as much as he once did. If we want to know more about Dunstan, we should go and find her, being Shiva. Last time she stayed here shortly before the coup, I think she's going to the Whistling Jungle. Okay, so back to Shiva. I actually need to go back to the Whistling Jungle anyway, because there's another person there we need to go and catch up with. So let's head over there, since pretty much all the enemies are now dead out in the Ajin Peninsula. We've got a free run over there. At least I hope everything's dead. It would be very surprising if I've forgotten anything. So I'll meet you over there. Quick stop off in the Yonchao forest though, because Wistful. This is the person who ran away from us very quickly earlier. When we went into one of these towers. Looks like a watchtower. We found her again. Time for her to go then. And she's gone. Yeah, we need to do this 3 times. We've done it the 2nd time now. She should be in her final area, which is somewhere in the Whistling Jungle. So let's go and get to her. So, our last watchtower, I believe. Yeah, since we can actually enter this one. And Wistful. She gives up. We've caught her. What do we want? She, appropriately enough for trying to get away from us, is the Dodge Grandmaster. So, if you are wanting Dodge Grandmaster, just follow her around. Go to the 3 watchtowers, come into this one, and there you go. Dodge Grandmaster is yours. There's no quest about it, you just have to catch her. She will now be here permanently, so I could come and get it whenever I wanted to. At this point, I'm not going to. For one, I'm unlikely to get enough points into Dodge to get Grandmaster. For 2, I can't go Grandmaster anyway. But she's a little bit of a free spirit. At home, elves are very fond of feasting, singing, partying, carousing, and such like, and will take any excuse to do so. They're serious out in the open, but together, when they're in their own cities, just about the same as pretty much any other person. But we should just be next to Shiva now, over here. So let's talk to her about Dunstan. Since they were a group of raiders together, like us, a party of 4.
Yes, more glory!
Used to be such a good friend. We were a party of 5 adventurers. Okay. Apparently 5, not 4. Okay. Raiders just like us. We had heard about this mythical place, the Tomb of 1,000 Terrors. Faceless fortress lost during the Elder Wars. Found it just east of here, below the Vantir Mountains. We discovered how to open the ancient doors. Any more whistling? No? Good. Sealed shut hundreds of years before. We should have realized this place was not a fortress. It was a prison. And those who had built it were determined not to let anyone escape alive. One by one, the comrades fell to the traps of the tomb and other things. Creatures of shadow that stalked us in the dark. Soon only I remained. Did the only sensible thing. Ran away. As it turns out, Dunstan had also survived. He managed to follow Shiva out of the tomb. Now, Dunstan's wounds were deep, and I'm not speaking of physical wounds. Like he had become a completely different person. Cold, cynical, angry. Maybe he felt betrayed, believing that Shiva had once intended to abandon him in the tomb. And they parted ways soon after that, and they've never seen each other since.
The Tomb of 1,000
We're
Terrors.
here to help.
A name once whispered in dark tales told around the campfire, and to instill fear in the hearts of unruly children. It was not a mere legend. It existed, and if the raiders were to uncover Dunstan's past, this is where their path was headed.
And thank you for that, Miss Narrator. Yes. We need to go and find this tomb of 1,000 Terrors. What Shiva had described a prison. Yes, you're weak, that's fine. We'll rest you up in a little bit. We need to go back to Sea Haven.
Wait, do you hear that? No,
My mind
it's nothing.
so confused.
And everyone's feeble-minded now. Yeah, the things that prevent feeble-mindedness don't protect against it if your characters are really tired. But we'll have a rest in Sea Haven in a moment, because there's one part of the map I have not been to in this entire playthrough.
With weather like this, I should have taken the day off.
And it's up there. We've been near it, we've been at the foot of the cliffs. The foot of the mountain, you could say. I think it's time we went up and saw what is actually up there. And there is actually quite a lot. But let's go and get some rest. Going up a cliff when you're tired is not usually a good idea.
Shall we visit some shops while we're here?
No, we don't need to.
I'm not in the mood to talk, okay?
We're just going to go into the Mundo. Rest.
Well, thank you for that.
And we're going to, instead of climbing
I want to start a fight.
a mountain while we're tired, we're going to climb it in the dark. I might make some poor decisions sometimes, don't I? This mountain, though, is the home to a great many things. If I can... Okay, so we want to go to this teleporter. We'll go past the bodyguard, we don't need to worry about her. And we'll go up.
Looks like they smelled us. Who forgot to take a bath?
Still no enemies. Yeah, this place is full of teleporters required to have Yalaf's blessing. Without Yalaf, you cannot actually get up here and get very far.
Watch your step. Falling into a crevice in the middle of the night is not a good idea.
No, it generally isn't. But we haven't actually found any enemies yet. It says there's something,
I feel stronger.
but we haven't found anything yet. Okay. Let's go down here. This should just take us, yeah, just down to this point next to the dangerous cave or the mysterious crypt. Oh, it's right behind Castle Portmeirion. Okay. I thought it was a bit further east than that. There are enemies around. They just don't seem to be popping up. Unless it's talking about
From here.
higher up in the mountain. Oh well. Let's go and check out this hut here, or this stone hut. Ah, the Crossbow Grandmaster.
We're here to help.
Always been gifted with a crossbow. Managed to bullseye a black bear from 50 meters. Hence the name received during my coming of age ceremony. Want me to train you? Then prove your worth. 5 targets hidden around the refuge. Find them and shoot them all. They are actually not too hard to find. And you don't need to shoot them with a crossbow. You can shoot them with an arrow.
There are enemies ahead.
You just need to kill them. I don't believe you can actually reach them with physical attacks. You have to use your bows. Okay, where was the other one that was around here? Ah, there it is.
And stay down.
So yeah, they are slightly hidden, but they're not too hard to find. Okay. I seem to be failing at finding the targets today. Unless they're along this path here.
Something is coming our way.
Ah, there's
Be
one.
ready. I kill you.
And that's another target down. You might be hearing the sound of air elementals though. You are.
Great! I need to hit something!
Yeah, but I'm not going to let you do that. You can come over here. We're not only fighting air elementals though, we have fire elementals which will explode. So I do need to be ready for that. Elite air elemental first though.
I kill you.
Take cover!
And you blow up. What did you die to? Oh, the bleeding. Okay. Let's get my health back. And you'll explode and you are done.
I'm voting to make camp. Who's with me?
We'll do it in a moment. I'm trying to find some targets for you, girls. Apparently nothing around here at the moment. And finding them in the dark isn't exactly ideal, so let's do that. Which makes it still dark.
Watch your step. Falling into a crevice in the middle
Aha.
of the night is not a good idea.
This one is mine.
That's the fourth one, and there should be one a bit further around. There we go. So all of our targets have been defeated. Let's go and get the reward. Because it is a quest, it is likely going to give us a bit of experience, which is exactly what I want.
From here.
Yes. More glory.
So, not too bad with a crossbow. I will make you Grandmasters. However, Iris is the only one that will ever get to that rank, and I've already said that I'm not going to be raising crossbow or bow up almost at all. So we've done our first little tier. Yeah, there's plenty of places we need to go up here. Some will lead to treasure, some will lead to more paths, hence treasure, and some will lead to enemies. All we need to do is just, well, find the correct path which leads to the Tomb of Terrors.
Something is coming our way. Be ready.
There are enemies ahead.
Ah, hello. I was wondering when you were going to show up. We haven't seen any of these yet. Say hello to the Griffin. Has sweeping attacks, and I believe they have chain lightning as well. Although they don't do it from a distance, I believe they're more inclined to do their physical attacks. So let's break some armor and, well, finish up. They are large enemies, so only one can appear on any given tile. but they don't take additional damage from a spear. They're not quite that large.
I'm dead
They
on.
do hit fairly hard and die very noisily, but griffins aren't that bad as an enemy. They're actually fairly easy.
Flanking us. Following us.
Ah,
Ha! You
okay, maybe not chain lightning, but lightning bolt. Oh wait, you're not a griffin. You're something different. Okay. You're the boss. You have obviously the boss buff and vindictive. So evading or blocking strikes is helpful for you. And you had that. You had lightning bolt.
I feel stronger.
Okay. Luckily, Ray decided to critical for pretty much a quarter of your health.
Oh,
Shayla's shield is worn. Not really a surprise. That's been happening all game. So let's break all your blocks so you don't get any extra hits. And, well,
Are you expert, but this looks valuable.
let Ray just finish you off in one hit. Elixir of Health, that is going to Shayla. Okay, so very quickly a boss griffin, and
Something is coming our way. Be ready.
we've only really fought one griffin since then.
Something is coming our
Oh,
way.
hello, Mysterious Crypt. I don't remember this one. I generally don't remember this script. Oh, now I do. This crypt is a tile puzzle again. You can't help but walk forward, and that will trigger every single... this will basically reset the trap. What we need to do is trigger every single one of these. Walk over it once, it turns on. Walk over it again, it turns off. There is a way to go round this in one shot, and I believe that's what we need to do. Okay, that's that part. Okay, and now we go round here. Because we want to end at the start of the puzzle. It's not too difficult as a puzzle, really. There we go. It's just a little time consuming. So go round once. There's plenty of ways round it. You can do what I did, or you can go round this way first, come in here, do that path, and then go round. There's a number of ways you can actually do it. It's a lot, but there are some ways that you can do it, and not actually end up back here. So you do need to be a little careful, but nothing too special about this one.
I'm no expert, but this looks valuable.
Unidentified relic. No clue. I actually don't remember this relic at all. I can't even remember its name. So, yeah. Maybe I'll remember it a little bit more when I actually get to identify it. Resistance, that is going to Iris, because she needs it a little bit more than everything else. And, well, to get out, you sort of have to reset the puzzle. But we've got the items in there. Don't need to go back to that mysterious crypt. It's actually one of the easier crypts in the game.
Something following us. Ha! Stupid.
So let's continue around, see where our paths
This one is mine.
converge, I guess. Hello, Griffin. Oh, you resisted that. I thought you were air elementals and... You hit a couple of criticals there, didn't you? Just the one.
Yes. Wrong.
Get everyone's health back, and you're dead. Griffins, where are you? There you are. Can't see their resistance yet, sir. But 2,700. Well, 2,625 health. Fairly substantial, actually. Okay, so...
Something is coming our way.
Oh,
Be ready.
yes, please. Yes. I actually think I want to go somewhere else first.
I feel so tired.
Which way is it? This way. Okay. Because I believe there's another way up to these. Yeah. Takes a while for Castle Portmeirion to actually appear.
Oh, it's not.
I believe there's another way up this way. Or am I just imagining it? I suppose I'm just imagining it. I thought there was a way up next to this dangerous cave. Okay, I guess not. Unless I'm just mistaking it with the teleporter behind Castle Portmeirion. I might be doing that. And everyone's weak, so let's just get some rest and make sure everyone's happy.
Falling into a crevice in the middle of the night is not a good idea. Stupid.
Yes. I knew there was something else around here, but
They're flanking us.
yeah, come on over. I'm not too worried about a single fire elemental. Especially when you actually...
I kill you.
The worst thing you can actually do is explode on me.
Something following us. Ha! Stupid.
Okay, nothing else around here. There are a few... Oh. You're wanting to come to me. Fair enough. Oh no, 26 damage. Yeah, I'm not worried about fire elementals in the slightest. Although they are tending to
Stay down!
evade my attacks fairly well. We'll go in there in a moment. What I want to do is actually come around here first. Because around here there's a Naga. And an obelisk. This is Changbo. He's here for training, and he is the dual-wield Grandmaster. So if you are looking for dual-wield Grandmaster, here he is. He's up the top of these, up here, in the mountains. I believe there's only one class that actually gets Grandmaster dual wield. So there is that. But if you've got that and you're wanting it, here it is. Strangely enough, I believe there's a bug on either this one or the Mace Grandmaster. Or because the Master will tell you where the Grandmaster is. And it's either the, I think it's the Mace Master will tell you where Changbo is, instead of the Mace Grandmaster who is in the crag. I think it's that, but I'm not completely. I know there is a sort of bug in the text of one of these things. It might be when you actually get Grandmaster, I'm not sure. But yeah, Grandmaster dual wield if you want it. And Vantir. Read the inscription.
Yes, our slaves will help, but not for free.
Your journey begins before the gates of Sea Haven. Now walk 9 steps towards the Savage Sea. Turn left and walk 12 steps. Turn right and walk 11 steps. Turn left, walk 19 steps. Turn right and walk 3 more steps. Turn right again and take your last step. Under the rock to your left, you will find the treasure I buried. Until you get this last wording, under the rock to your left, you will find the treasure I buried. You cannot find this treasure. We can now go and find that treasure. And the Dwarven Hall. We've got a glass blower here, and Erlin, who is the promotion quest for the Pathfinder. The Pathfinder. So, from the... can't remember what Iris's thing is. From the Scout to the Pathfinder. I cannot actually remember what the Pathfinder quest is. I believe it has something to do with the Cyclops that we just saw up in the cliffs and what is around them. But I couldn't tell you for sure. I've done more with the the fire with the magical dwarf than the scout or the might version. So I can tell you more about what the
Wait. Do you
upgrade
hear
to the fire.
that? No, it's nothing.
Can't remember the name now. The magical dwarf,
To begin a journey.
but I'm not certain on the quest for the other two dwarves. Anyways, the item for the obelisk quest is actually there. So if you're wanting to ignore all the directions, this is that rock. If you do not have the correct, if you do not have all the directions, you will not be able to interact with this rock.
At least we got paid.
And it is a relic sword. That is your reward
Look powerful.
for uncovering all the clues of the obelisk. I'm not certain on if that sword is the one with all 6 elements or the... I've actually been trying to second guess myself, I could say. But I do know that one of these swords, either this or the Star Silver Blade, grant plus 10 damage from each element, and the other one does a normal sort of some normal stuff for a sword relic.
I miss the mountains.
I couldn't really tell you which is which though. My mind's actually drawing a small blank on it. I can't even remember what the other sword does. But I guess mystery is mystery. If you want to do it, level it up, see for yourself.
Looks like they smelled us.
Tired.
Who forgot to take a bath?
I thought something had actually gone in combat with me then.
There are enemies ahead.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you behind me. But yes, I believe the Pathfinder has something to do with this caravan. You have to come up here, collect something, take it back. And, well, once you have, you get upgraded. But you do have to defeat the Cyclopses to get to it, because, well, they're in the way. I am more than happy to do so. But let's make sure I don't get stunned, because they do have crush and stunning strikes, so I suppose, yeah. But we've been facing Cyclops for a while now. We should easily be able to deal with them. Especially if they come one by one. Okay, so let's go and finish off these Cyclops.
Stupid.
Well, thank
Let's
you.
put that up first.
One is mine.
And walk here, because I don't want to get surrounded on 2 sides by the Cyclops. They hit fairly hard, if you hadn't noticed. Of course, so do I. And I didn't have Burning Determination up, but luckily I recovered instantly. And you're dead. Anytime you want to disappear, Mr. Cyclops. Okay, now I can actually see this one. Keep Celestial Armor up, it's keeping me alive. And yeah, there we go. So, pulsing red, that can go to Shayla.
Yes!
And yeah, I believe it's something to do with this caravan. You have to come and collect something or just defeat the Cyclops. And the promotion is complete. It's not really too far away from the Dwarven Hall either. And this dangerous cave. This dangerous cave actually is not accessible by my characters. I need the shield bearer, I believe it is, the Dwarven shield bearer, because that is his promotion quest. You pick it up in, I believe you pick it up from the bodyguard down the bottom of the mountains. I'm not completely sure, but then you need to go into this dangerous cave and defeat the enemy inside, and your promotion will be complete. So 2 promotion quests fairly close to each other.
Something following us. Ha! Stupid.
Do see a book over there.
There are enemies ahead.
Oh no, you're more dangerous than those things, for sure.
I feel stronger.
Yeah, fire elementals I honestly couldn't care less about. Their explosion is the worst thing that can happen. But even that isn't really that dangerous. And you died to bleeding. Okay. Shadow elementals, on the other hand, with pain reflection, actually pose quite a bit of threat. 41 and 40 damage, and that's just on the return. Yeah, the Shadow Elementals I feel are much more dangerous. Little piddling about amounts of loot. And there's a book. Melassa's Morning. So if you're looking for that, there it is. I believe this is a Shrine of Melassa. Yeah, it's the day of Mulder, so this actually is the correct day to pray to Melassa, strangely enough. And pretty much I don't need to do anything again. You pray to each of these shrines on the correct day. You then to go to the main shrine outside of Carfal, and you will get the relic armor. I'm not going to do it because I don't think it actually gives you anything except the relic armor. And since I can't use relics, there's not much point.
Looks like they smelled us.
Just going to follow this path for a moment because,
There are enemies ahead.
yeah,
I feel stronger.
elite shadow elementals. Well, ow. I'm not really too worried about them. I'm more worried about me killing myself. These things actually haven't hit me. I've taken almost 200 damage. Yeah, you're more likely to actually kill yourself than they kill you.
I feel stronger.
Darkness Ward, if you want it. Your heroic destiny.
I feel
Yeah.
strong.
And I am so simple that I can only point. Yet I guide men all over the world. Compass. So that's that one done. But yes, Tomb of 1,000 Terrors. Our duty is to go inside there. However, I've got a place I want to be first. Not entirely sure how much I can actually do in there. Plus, I will need to go and offload before I actually go there.
I missed them.
But let's show it. Hello? I know I just picked you up. Why did nothing appear? Okay, that's confusing.
This one is.
But, oh no, 2 fire elementals.
I feel stronger.
Well, let's just get through these.
Stay down.
One boom. Heal up. And there's the second boom. But Sudgurd. Sudgurd is the dwarven area. If you do not have a dwarf in your party, you cannot enter into this place. Just like the Pycal nest on the other side of the Aegean Peninsula for the orcs, this is the dwarven version. I'm still not 100% sure on the human and elf ones. I think it would ring true, but I'm not sure still. But I'm going to offload and I'll meet you back in front of Sudgerd. Quick stop off to show you the items I got, which were identified. Earth Magic Scholar for the magical focus. Not really something I can use on Tina, since she's using daggers. Dark Magic skill, again, don't have anyone with dark magic. And a dagger which really is far inferior to what I have. The Jade Coif is our hat relic. Still can't tell you what this is. I'd like to say it's something to do with... I'd like to say it's vitality, actually. I think it gives extra vitality. But I can't remember. It's not one I actually do. And let's take that off and put that thing back on. And the Dragon Flame Tongue. So quite clearly the Star Silver Blade is definitely the elemental one, and the Dragon Flame Tongue is to do with fire damage, straight up. It's almost says it in the name. So likely do additional fire damage, and also do Arcav's Breath, so deals damage to enemies in the group. It would have a third, but I can't think of the third one. But there you go. So Sudgerd, yeah, the flute is in our possession. This is where it gets used.
It smells musty in here.
This is home to...
They're
flanking us!
yeah, a lot of things. And there's something new already that decided to hit us with Shadowbolt. Shadow Lurker, I'm not sure, but you might actually do Torpor. I don't really want to take that risk right now, so Poison Cloud, let you come to me and deal with this Shadow Elemental. And, well, we haven't seen Facehuggers for a while, but to be honest, are you more dangerous than Shadow Elemental because of Mana Leech? Hard to tell. Well, you're dead, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so Shadow Lurker, you are just going to stay there, actually. And let's put Burning Determination up. Currently you've only done Shadow Bolt, so let's hope not. You're definitely not tough as an enemy. Shadow Lurker, where are you? Shadow Elementals. Shadow Dragon. Shadow Panther. Definitely not humans, humanoid. Ah, there's the Shadow Lurker. 1335 health. Not really that dangerous, but you only have Shadow Bolt. If there was another spell, it would be next to it. Most likely with a question mark on it. So I don't need to worry about having Burning Determination up. Not at the moment. So let's see what else is around. My light source isn't exactly showing a whole lot, is it? Yeah.
Well, thank you for that.
To be honest, I don't think I need to worry too much about you when you're just hitting.
Kill you!
Yeah.
Stay, dude!
Certainly looks like that when they're in close range. Shadow Lurkers aren't really that much of a threat. So next time, I think we'll continue along in Sedgard, see what's around. It doesn't look like it's very large, at least level 1. Maybe we can use this flute. Maybe it leads to goodies. Who knows? Until then, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.